me down, she rides. Keep me motivated, she rides. Always meditated, she rides. She rides. Sunshine, 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 sunshine. I take the low, together we about to touch sunshine, 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 we about to touch sunshine, sunshine. I take the low, making good together we about to touch sunshine. Always doing what it takes, always help me elevate. Try to keep me from the fake, keep me got me from the gate. Sorry I was in the way, did the time I had to pay. Now we back to better things, swear you my everything, yeah. Always held me down, now I got you when I'm up. Queen in the castle built towers like Tut. Like you Tut. Always held me down, now I got you when I'm up. When I'm up. Queen of the castle built towers like Tut. Sunshine, 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 sunshine. Making groovy music, you can feel in the sunshine. Sunshine, 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 sunshine. I take the low, making groovy music, you can feel in the sunshine. To the highs, I take the low. Us together, we about to touch low. Yeah, to the high, I take the low. Us together, we about to touch low. Yeah. They don't really care about it. They don't really care about it. All I really wanna say, they don't really care. It's time to wake up, y'all. We need to rise up, y'all. It's been too long, we've been sleeping, y'all. Take off the blinders and stand up tall. It's time to wake up, y'all. We need to rise up, y'all. It's been too long, we've been sleeping, y'all. Take off the blinders and stand up tall. Anxiety, depression, no crime, then oppression. Kids in school, but there's no lesson now. Ain't no proof, no discretion now. We need to wake up, y'all. Ain't much time now, so stand up tall. We young, we got weak, it's cold at the ball. So band in love, life for matters all. Stop your lying. What you selling, we buying. We ain't walk out, we open up that door. We see you clearly, them high no more. They don't really care. It's time to wake up, y'all. We need to rise up, y'all. It's been too long, we've been sleeping, y'all. Take off the blinders and stand up tall. It's time to wake up, y'all. We need to rise up, y'all.
Let that rock, Toot.
Stand up tall. They don't really care about us.
Face up high, all together. Every day good for weather. If it's hard, it'll be all better. Stand for something, don't fall, get it together. You gotta wake up and be someone. It's all inside of you. Believe in yourself and the God inside of you. These people starving, they don't care for the children. But we can make it one day if we keep on building.
It's time to wake up, y'all. We need to rise up, y'all. It's been too long, we've been sleeping, y'all. Take off the blinders and stand up tall. It's time to wake up, y'all. We need to rise up, y'all. It's been too long, we've been sleeping, y'all. Take off the blinders and stand up tall. They don't really care about us.
Y'all already know. Y'all already know they don't care about us. But when will we begin to care about us? It's your girl StarChougie here at the BeeChougie Podcast, here to shine a little light on another dark ass situation, man.
Yeah.
I got all these bad bitches, goddesses with me. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of show we having today. You know what I mean? It's the pretty girl. It's a pretty girl Wednesday.
I like that.
I like that. And we in the building. I got a little. I don't know. I think I'm having a little of a technical.
I know we all having it.
Okay, it's not just me. That's good. All right. Well, anyway, Toot, can you hear us? Are we good on your end? So what? We're here today to talk about.
Turn this headphone down.
Is that
my
what
headphones?
Like Paulie's
shortage, I think.
And I got a short too. But
something's happening here.
Oh,
That's
there we go.
There you go. All she did was touch one
It was
thing.
my fault. Because you know why? I came in fucking with it. You know what I mean? I came in fucking with this right here, the light, and I did
fuck
that.
some shit up.
Yeah, so, you know, I got to leave shit alone. All right, wait, hold on. Because I think it happened again. Wait. All right, we're here. We back. We back?
We back.
I think
All right.
so.
Okay, good. So we talking about the Roe versus Wade, you guys, and what y'all think about that? I'm gonna let y'all go first because I got a lot to say.
I'm gonna let you go first. I don't know how they gonna like my answer to this.
Oh, you and me both. You and me both. I don't know. I'm gonna lose a few friends behind my thoughts on this. It's all good though. Fuck it. They weren't my friends to begin with. Go ahead.
This is my opinion.
Okay.
I feel like there's a lot of things that go on through life, and like incest is all types of sexual happenings. And at the end of the day, it's up to a woman. It's her decision. I'm all about pro-life, like whereas the pro-choice, whereas you should make your own decision as a woman because that's something that you have to actually keep, and you know you have to make sure you're in a mental state to keep the baby, financial state. It's not just when you think of a baby. Oh, okay, I have the baby and that's it. No, that's a forever thing. You never stop caring for your baby. It doesn't matter how old that baby is. But if we're talking about like incest, we're talking about all that stuff. Imagine you being raped and you have to keep the baby. That should be your decision, your choice.
Right.
And who's decides what's a fetus is one thing. It cannot survive without you attached to it. When does it become a baby? Is the real question. But to say that a fetus that you have to keep you have to keep the fetus and let it grow inside you, regardless of what the circumstances is or what your decision is. It's like going back. We're reversing women's rights, and it's up to a woman's decision because a man can come and go whenever he please, but a woman cannot, and we have to carry that. We have to carry that load, and a lot of us don't even have support. So the support is sometimes not even there as a woman. So to make a decision for a woman, I feel like it's definitely injustice, and they definitely got more motive behind it because there's always a motive behind it.
Girl.
Like while we, so distractions is on an all-time high, and women are being attacked in so many ways, and we are definitely under attack more than ever if people are not seeing it through all types of community because it seems like women are always being blamed for something.
Right.
Even if we're not even to blame, you better believe they're going to put the blame on us.
Yeah. So that was a mouthful. And, you know, that's the thing. I like to have all different type of opinions, you know what I mean, flowing through here. You know, because this is a very, very touchy topic for a lot of us. You know, a lot of us that's been through this. So, all right, go ahead, sister.
This shit backfired on them.
Thank you.
That's where I'm gonna start at. This shit backfired on them.
Period.
And now, you know, they trying to reverse that shit because initially when parent parenthood and all those things was brought about, it was, they thought it was going to help bring down our communities and that more of the minority and, you know, melanin people and, you know, us was going to get all these abortions. But check our history. Grandmas be having 13, 14, 15, 12, 16 kids.
My grandmother had 16 kids.
Exactly. We have our babies.
And no C-section, so I don't like.
We have our babies. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that it's not situations where it's like, this baby just cannot come here because I ain't got it in me. Not saying that those things don't happen.
Right.
But it's record-breaking numbers of the non-melanin people getting these abortions more than us.
Right.
So that's where it's backfiring at because now
agenda.
what y'all thought that was going to kill us off is actually killing y'all off.
Along with the sun.
Huh? That part. That's another story. But yeah, so my opinion is that this shit backfired on them. This shit they thought was put in place to, you know, take away from us, and it actually, you know, start killing them off. And now they like, we have to stop this shit. Right. We have to get our, you know, babies to have these babies now because if they be teen pregnant, crazy. You just don't hear about it because they get abortions. They be freaks, crazy, but you don't hear about it because they go in other holes and shit like that. That's another story.
No, but you know, the crazy thing is They do. They come to the hood because they were all put in the hood strategically. The Planned Parenthoods and the abortion clinics.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But yeah, they come. You see them coming from Abington, creeping over to Lancaster Avenue.
Yep. Motherfucker. Down the hood and shit.
Okay. Like, what y'all doing there? You down here for some drugs, or you down here for some abortion? Or some dick?
One of them. They about to get
a little multi. So
the fact that us, even the young women out here that's having babies back to back, teenagers, they having them. They be 21 and got 5 kids.
No
That's
bullshit.
true.
You feel me?
That's
So we having our kids and they're not because they're too worried about what the world's gonna say. Oh, Becky can't have that baby.
Yeah.
What is grandma gonna think of her?
Yeah.
You know, the neighbors are gonna look at us funny if you're walking out here pregnant.
Right.
What are they gonna say about us? Us is like, all right, bitch, you gonna take care of that baby.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
Figure it out.
Go ahead, Marty. What you think about all this shit?
Yeah, I'm in agreement. I feel like, it's something where I was watching something earlier. They were saying like in 300 years that they would go extinct if they didn't start to populate more. So it's a situation that if they could have said everybody else can continue to get abortions, but y'all can't.
Yeah.
They would have done it. I don't know if you heard like Handmaid's Tale. You ever?
You ever watch
I always
Handmaid's
mention
Tale?
shows to you, and you always like.
I always watch the shit right afterwards.
No,
I
this
see
is a
that.
series.
Oh, this called Handmaid's Tale?
Handmaid's Tale.
All right, what's on?
I'm gonna break it.
Netflix? You motherfuckers give me a new show.
No, look it up. I don't remember which one it's on, but I'm gonna say this too.
All right, okay, I'm on it.
I'ma say this
I'm
about
on
it,
I'm
right?
watching tonight. It's on Netflix.
It's
Handmaid. Is it on Netflix or Hulu?
I don't remember.
I think
Alright.
it's Hulu. It's
I'm
Hulu
gonna
or
Google it. I'm gonna
Netflix.
tell you.
Yeah.
Like Handmaid.
and a
I'm
maid.
watching it.
Together.
Okay.
One word.
That sound
And then
like a
Tails.
melanated woman taking care of somebody's kids.
Almost there.
When they say handmaiden, I know what handmaiden.
Tails.
So she probably taking care of some white folks' kids.
I'm gonna say it
like that.
without giving up too much of the situation.
Is that kind of like what it is?
No,
Oh, okay.
way crazy.
Okay.
It's something that you can't fathom because we have never been put in that type of
Woo, she
situation.
having babies for them or something.
Fuck having
Listen,
babies.
I'm not gonna tell you.
All right,
I'm gonna tell you the
all
show.
right,
But what I
all
am gonna say about Handmaid's Tale is a time where the United States becomes divided.
Yep.
And
Okay.
they literally are called is it Gilead.
Okay, got you. Okay.
So the United States is now called Gilead. And in that Gilead, everyone else that's still following the United States, those people will wind up moving out of the United States because these motherfuckers were so powerful that they did certain things. So the one thing I'm going to give away is this. Is a fertility issue.
I knew it had something to do with a baby.
It's a fertility issue.
A fertility issue for everybody.
Yeah.
No one's having babies.
Oh.
No one can have.
And it goes back to these
What they
fucking
trying to create right now.
vaccines and shit.
They're vaccines. Yeah.
And in this show, like I said, I don't want to give
But
away.
yeah,
I want
that
y'all to
makes a
watch
lot
it.
of
It's very
sense.
much
Okay,
worth the binge
okay.
watching,
I
all
got
of
you.
that.
I got you. Yeah, I'm on it.
It's legal. And what is legal in this show is going to shock the shit out of y'all.
I probably won't even be shocked though because
No.
I will.
You
I
might
will.
be, no. From the no to the no. This shit get real.
Okay.
You gonna
Alright.
want to throw something at your fucking TV.
Well,
Well,
something
that's
like
all I
that.
wanted. Did y'all watch Dr. Gosling documentary?
No.
No, you sent us that, John, I think.
Oh wait, the what it was like an hour and something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sent it. I watched that.
Did you watch? You see how they slit the baby's necks in the back?
No, we're not watching. No.
You didn't watch that, yeah. No, they got the real babies on there. They got
they
the,
actually did
all
the
the
shit, too.
exhibits from court on this documentary.
Oh no, I gotta go finish watching.
Oh, my God.
And Planned Parenthood is at the end of that. But see, here's the thing, right? Dr. Gosling, for you who don't know, y'all can watch the documentary for free on Tubi, right? He was an abortion doctor right at 38th and Lancaster. I've been in that office before. Okay, so he was he had a filthy, nasty office, a big building, like damn near whole block.
I remember it was all over the news and
It was
everything.
all over the
I
news.
remember- Yes.
They initially Gosnell, that was his name.
Nice.
And what happened was they initially was running down on him for writing scripts for everybody, and then when they got in there, they found all the bodies, 47 bodies. They found tons and tons of baby feet, the soles of baby feet. Now, to us, we know what the fuck he was doing with them soles. Because initially, when your baby is first born, they take your baby's footprint and send it down to the Vatican. Period. All right. Yeah. So it's a spiritual thing, spiritual rituals being done with your baby from the moment that you have the baby. From the moment they take the baby away from you, the minute you had the baby's supposed to be laid on you immediately.
You can tell them you want your child.
Yes.
I made them take all that shit off my baby and laid my baby on me.
That's right.
But don't do nothing. Just give them here. Put them here on me.
My hospital did that.
Yeah.
No, a lot of them don't. They let you look at them like this
and they take them away.
Shovel them away.
Put them right on me.
Yes, give me my baby.
That's all a spiritual thing to try to detach mom from the baby, right? And it puts the baby in a state of shock. Yeah. Okay. You bringing a baby to this brand new, what the fuck is this?
That was attached to you for all these months.
Right.
And you just snatching them away.
Bringing them out, putting them in all this like bright light when you're supposed to be in a dark room. Yeah. You know, and just causing a lot of trauma to this baby. So they take the So they take these imprints of the baby's soles of the feet, and it's called the soul for a reason.
For a reason, I was gonna say that.
You know what I mean? So yeah, it's a lot going on with Dr. Gosnell. He had, when they got in there, they found all these body parts. They found the feet. They found 8-month-old babies, full term. 8-month babies he was delivering. And I remember when I remember putting this in the back of my mind because I didn't want to watch this video for years. I just watched it yesterday because I couldn't even deal with it. I heard the story. I saw the write-ups. I had a girlfriend working down there who brought a baby foot out just casually. Got a baby foot. And back then, I don't know if it was the weed I was smoking. Yeah, but I was like, oh shit, and I wasn't connecting the dots like I am now to why he even has these baby feet. In my mind, I'm thinking science. Oh, they just trying to do some science experiment. He probably selling them to a college or doing this. I'm thinking all this, right? Then, now on the soul, tons of soles of feet, baby soles of their feet, okay? Killing them and then stealing their fucking souls. Right? So, boom. They found all these bodies. You know, what the nurse back then on the write-up said, the baby was born. The baby started to cry. The baby didn't die from the injections that they were supposed to give the baby to die in utero. He came out crying. Dr. Gosnell comes over, cracks the baby neck.
The fuck?
Is another story where the nurse, and this one is actually on the documentary, where the nurse was playing with the baby, the live baby, and then she severed the baby's neck, the spinal cord. That's how they was killing them.
It's a different kind of sickness.
Yes, this is very crazy. Yeah, it took me to a place. I was in the gym. I'm like, do I want to finish working out? I want to use this energy that I'm feeling right now
and fuck everybody up.
Transmute the energy.
That's what I had to do because it was very crazy. And this motherfucker was told on and reported over and over and over and over again to everybody. The government, the health department. They said, "Oh, there's nothing we can do."
Well,
2 people died.
Years, like 7 years or some shit.
Longer than that, like damn near 20.
Damn.
Yeah. And 2 people died. What you say? He probably still didn't go, right? Yeah. Yeah. Well, the whole thing is he was doing what they were supposed to. He was doing what they all do. He just got sloppy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what was fucking my head up because I'm like, this is what they do. This is some sick shit. This is what these motherfuckers do. You know? And we just was going up there. There's one lady like, yeah, I used to let my son go with him and his wife on trips. And I'm like, ain't no telling. Ain't no telling what the fuck happened on them trips. And nobody came and did nothing. No health department. I had daycare center. I had people coming in there 24/7.
Harassing you.
You know what I'm saying? And I did good business practices. And this motherfucker up here with all these babies in the refrigerator next to people's sandwich because they running out of room in the refrigerators that they was putting the babies in to the point where now they sticking them in there. People's sandwich right next to it. Y'all gonna see on this video? Shit is real.
This shit out of pocket.
So I have right down 38th in Lancaster.
I have a question. So with the abortion thing, and for everyone who feels like women should have the right to choose if they want to keep the baby or not, whatever. When is it too late to have an abortion?
So-
when is it too when? Because now you can go take it. Because in Philly they stopped it at a certain time.
12
Allegedly,
weeks.
because there's some 8-month-old babies in there.
Yeah, allegedly.
And when all right, so let me run this story down to y'all. When I was 15
But
years
then over
old,
the bridge is you could be fucking 5.5
I
months.
heard
so
6 months.
well,
Yeah.
so that's what happened to me.
I think
I
that's
was
too far.
15 years old, right?
Okay.
15 years old. I actually got the abortion on my 16th birthday. Now, this shit right here, that's what I'm telling y'all. I'm not just being a hypocrite and just being some old activist. Oh, no, I'm totally against abortion. I was with it. You know what I mean? And I've been through it. And I'm here to tell you that it's not a good outcome. You know what I mean? It's a very fucked up outcome. It's something that you have to literally go into your soul. You have to dig with fucking shovels and everything else to correct that. Okay? I'm working hard to fix that. Out of all the shit that I done been through in my 42 years, I'm working my hardest to correct that shit right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I played the act of God. I stepped the fuck in and stopped the soul from coming down. And I was 5 months. I would say 5.5 months, but I was like 5 months in a week. I was far.
It was a
I was
baby in
15
there.
and I would be 16 on the day of. And these motherfuckers helped me to get emancipated so I can get the abortion.
Wow.
They gave me a piece of paper at Planned Parenthood, sent me down City Hall. They go to the judge. She already knows what's up. I went to this in particular judge. She said, "Why do you want to get rid of the baby?" I can't afford a baby right now. All right, boom. Signed it. It took me 5 to 10 minutes, okay, to get emancipated. So when I get back home, I had to get these sticks called dollar plans because I was so far. They had to try to open my
Violate your
cervix.
cervix, yes.
Mind you, I have all C-sections because I can't open my cervix. All my children are C-section.
C-section.
So I'm just going through a continuous fucking contraction, a non-stop contraction. Okay.
Your cervix never open.
It was stubborn. They call it stubborn. So my mom was like, "Go to the store for me." I can't go to the store for you. I can't. And I'm telling her why now. My aunt told her why. And next day we get to the doctor's office and, she's like, "Can we reverse it?" And he's like, "No." Like, he not even giving a fuck about trying to reverse it. We want that baby. That motherfucker is dinner. Okay.
But they could. All they had to do is stop your
Took the dollar plans out.
a different medication would have stopped your cervix. That's just like
It
when
wasn't
somebody.
contracting any
Yeah,
fucking
it's
way.
just like when somebody go in premature labor and they contract a little bit. They
But
just
the
give them
baby
something to
was
stop it.
probably in high stress because
Yeah.
But that's
It would've been all right. It would've worked.
That's
The body
bed
would've-
rest.
the body
that's
would've worked
bed
its
rest.
way
That's
out.
when you on bed rest because you haven't. You know what I'm saying? Like
They wanted that baby. That's the whole thing. They wanted that baby. You know what I'm saying? They wanted the melanin out that baby. They wanted to eat the baby. They wanted whatever the fuck they wanted to fucking do
with the baby.
with
but
the baby.
even in death, they still organs. Like, people don't know. Like,
Oh, absolutely.
They
That's a
still-
big business.
Yes, the biggest.
So yeah, that
Black
baby.
organs
You
specifically.
know.
Young males that's getting killed and stuff like that. Yeah, their organs are going for a lot of money.
So it's crazy because we get we go through with it, and it was it was terrible
At
because
that far along, the process of that is
it was very crazy because now we have a full baby damn near. Okay.
in your stomach.
And my cervix is not opening enough to just, what
them
they was
out.
going to try to make me do was just induce and push
push
them
the
out.
baby out. Yeah,
Push
make you
the
go in
baby
labor.
So they had to
Yeah.
literally go
Make
in
them
there
labor.
and
Suck them out.
that's it, break them up a little bit.
Yeah. So they
That's
use a
very
suction
crazy.
and it sucks them so hard that it breaks the little bone because the babies don't have
Yeah.
strong bones yet and it
So-
breaks up whatever they got so they can pull it out.
Yeah, so my idea, my opinion on when is it okay is never. I understand if you get raped, you know what I mean? And this is just my opinion. Y'all can say fuck my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But this is just how I feel. It's a spirit that came down here to do something. If it was meant for the spirit to not make it here, the universe has its own abortion called miscarriage. It wouldn't have made it. But it's meant for these spirits to make it down here, and then we playing the act of God and jumping in and, stopping shit and killing these babies, and they feel it. That's some bullshit. They lying to y'all, telling y'all the babies don't feel it. They feel it. They feel it 3 weeks. They feel it. They have nerve endings. Once they have nerve endings, they feel it. So we putting these babies through torture. You know what I mean? For what? Just because you can't afford it, you could take the baby to and let somebody who can afford it. People need babies everywhere. Somebody would love that baby and raise that baby just like their own. You know, show that baby unconditional love, and you can go here about your life and nobody died.
Yeah.
You might not want to look at that baby because you got raped. Or then guess what? You might go through with the pregnancy and decide that this is still my baby and I love it. You know, because now you had time to think. But when you in that emotional state right there, you just got raped, you in an emotional state, you just want to forget about what just happened to you, and you go on here and you kill the baby to try to forget about everything. You're not going to forget about it. It don't happen that easy. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I just don't agree with it at all. I'm happy that for whatever reason, this happened. You know what I mean? Because I feel like a lot of shit that's happening is happening in our favor down to the cows. You know what I'm saying? And now I don't want to be long-winded because I need y'all opinions. But even with the cows and all this shit happening, you know, some might look at it like they, you know, trying to create this food shortage earlier. But in some degree, that's the first animal that I tell all my clients, my herbal clients, to get rid of.
Right.
It's poison to the human vessel. You know what I'm saying? So in some way, maybe, you know, I'm not waiting for a savior. Like I said, I don't want y'all to ever think that I'm waiting for a savior because we are the savior.
Yep.
But I am considering that maybe there is some type of galactic something that's working in our favor. Maybe. I don't know. But
this shit is crazy.
yeah, this shit is very, very deep. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just it fucks with me because I understand people, you know, plight on why they reasoning behind getting rid of the babies because I did it. But I regret it so bad, man. I wish and I don't regret much. You know, you all right over there?
I don't think so.
Now here it is.
This nigga
You
come
done
in
got-
tripping and shit.
You ain't there. I ain't seen you drop a motherfucker. When you had 1 foot, I ain't seen you drop shit.
You got both feet. Now you over here dropping shit.
Man, she just cooked you. Shout out to Dub Busy.
Over there making a fucking mess.
Yeah, but you know, we are in these times where, you know, we being pulled in all these different directions, and it's like I think that the universe on this cleanse is like, whose heart is here to give a fuck about that? That's human. That's a baby still. You know what I mean? I get it. It's your body, your choice. But
Yeah, I feel like we just were. I don't know if she might have said this already, but we were just in New York over the weekend, and the first thing that the Uber driver talked about was this topic. And crazy enough, he was in our army at a point in time. He met his wife in the army. He was an older gentleman, so I'm pretty sure he's retired. And one of the first things he said was, "It's overpopulated here anyway."
wow,
And I'm like, it took
The
me back
mindset.
to.
It's really not.
It took me back to like
Right.
a month ago.
It's big. The
It's
country,
so much.
It's land that's deserted.
Untouched.
Listen.
Yes.
So I looked it up because I was
lie.
having a conversation with her about something,
lie.
and I was like, I heard as a kid you could fit the whole entire United States population
in
into
Idaho or some
Texas.
shit, right? Texas, right?
I looked it up, more recent, like this happened a month ago. They updated it. You can fit the world's population into Texas.
See what
Every
I'm
man,
saying?
woman, and child could have a house
In
It's-
Texas.
in Texas.
This world is so big.
It's a growing. You gotta think that the Earth is alive, you know what I
Right,
mean? And it's
right.
always expanding. You gotta think at one point in time they say the continents were all together,
Right.
So even for them to break apart, they didn't just go right. They didn't just go, apart into the water. No, that shit actually grew.
Right.
Shit, I was looking at some shit just yesterday where they talked about how the scientists dug deep under the ground and they found like blobs that were way denser than here, and it could possibly be like its own shit going on there, like
Yeah.
whole real life down there.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like they proving it. And it's like that shit is way bigger than all the continents, and it's like 5 of them. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like the whole thing about, like I said from the beginning, I feel like with them, they're trying to preserve their people. I can't even be mad at some shit like that for the simple fact of that's That's what
That's
I would
their
think you're
people.
supposed to do. I would think you're supposed to do that. You're supposed to just go extinct. The
Yeah.
bitch said 300 years they won't be here no more.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Well, that's who Margaret Sanger is the one who
Yeah.
created Planned Parenthood.
Yeah.
And her whole point was to get rid of us.
And it didn't work like that. She said black
Raggedy
people are
bitch
like
said
weeds.
That shit.
She's a
that
raggedy
shit
bitch.
backfired.
The
She's
bitch
a
said black
raggedy
people are
bitch.
like weeds. We're
Yeah.
meant to be exterminated.
Right.
And that's who Hillary, when everybody was dicky and that fucking
that's her spirit in
crazy
her.
person.
That's
Yeah.
her spirit
That's
in her.
not
You
in
know
the
they
prophecy,
transfer.
though.
They transfer
What's happening
spirits.
right now is in the prophecy. It's saying white people going give us the knowledge back, that the real knowledge back. They said they're gonna help us out unknowingly.
Yeah.
They said white people not gonna be here, and they said if we leave, ain't no point in having Earth.
Well, we are the thing. We are
Say
the
that in
components
Gnostic
of the earth.
scriptures, the doggone scriptures, the Sumerian text. It said in all them
Friend,
scriptures. I didn't
daddy,
read every last one of them.
Yeah.
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 That's-
Yeah.
According to
They ain't ready
these
for that job.
readings, after 8 weeks,
Yeah.
a baby has all the
Nerve
cells
endings?
and nerve
Damn.
endings, and it's actually a baby. So anything before that is still
A fetus.
embryo, embryo, and
But
then
it's
once
a
it's at 8
spirit.
weeks, it becomes an embryo before 8 weeks, and then it becomes a fetus.
Okay.
And so it's considered a baby
But
once
see,
it's a fetus
that's
because it
that Google
has,
shit. That Google shit be
yeah,
lying.
yeah, it does because it has those cells, but it's a baby.
I
feel
watched
like
something. Yeah, I watched
once
something
they can
say-
put that thing on your stomach and
Yeah.
get a fucking heartbeat,
That's
it's a
it.
baby. And they can do that when it's an embryo. When it's
Period.
just this little thing and
Right.
it flash in there, it has a heartbeat.
Exactly.
It's a baby.
So my thing is it's a spirit in there, and it came down here to do something, and here we go, stepping in the way of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I mean, everything happens for reasoning. I get it, but it's a little heart wrenching for me, and I just wish that people would consider it more. Think about it more. Because there's other options, and other options is I know tons of people that don't have kids that would love to
Just
have
bring me the
one.
goddamn baby.
Okay, just give the baby to Paul and Margaret. Take care of that goddamn baby. Y'all can have all these babies outside. Y'all can have all these fucking babies on the step.
They're going to bring them to all your house. Like, here you go. You want another one? You got another one? Like, hold on, wait.
Y'all be like, okay, enough.
Enough.
Nah, I
Friend
can't.
Daddy, what you think about this?
I just think it's for like organ mining. Just to feed some vampires some blood,
Period.
and to get some good. Them people that be waiting 3-4 years for the organs and lungs and hearts and all that, they got a whole field. Like they found a bowl with like 45 babies.
She just was talking about that.
Just
Yeah.
on ice. So you could have had all type of buyers.
Yeah. Or he could have been saving them for himself, because what Margaret Sanger said was she was going to teach the melanated men, the melanated doctors, how to do this abortion, so she could send them in the neighborhood and the people could feel more comfortable with them. And when I started seeing all this, what was going on and how he was untouched and everything, I'm like, okay, yeah, he was definitely locked all the way in, and he's Italian. You know what I mean? No doubt he's Italian, and he was eating these babies. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sorry, but I just gotta fucking say it.
Yeah. I just watched on Doctor Strange. The nigga said out his mouth, I just sold one of the organs that I just took out of somebody.
Yeah.
In the new Doctor Strange, nigga said out his mouth, I just watched it 10 minutes ago. Get my hair fixed. Straight up.
That's
So
crazy.
so it definitely gotta be going on.
Yeah, it is. We watching this shit. We watching some real movie shit take place right in front of our very eyes.
It's a good time to be alive.
They gotta show you
It
it.
is.
They gotta tell you. They gotta tell you the truth
So
with the lie.
like, do
Yeah.
you think there's any
That's true.
connections with them, like how they catching all them like sex traffickers and things of that nature?
They
Do
just
you
catching the
think-
plug.
Do you think it's kind of weird that all that's gonna happen at the same time? That all of a sudden they getting these Epsteins and all these people like that. Now they going against the parent, like, oh we can't have the kids, y'all can't either, like.
It's a distraction to cover up what the fuck they really doing.
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
That's what it is.
There you go.
It's another distraction. But it just so happened. And see, normally I don't even get the distractions no airway.
This one deserves some airway.
But this one, just because we know what these raggedy motherfuckers is doing, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, no, I got to say something about this, because it's just not. They put in HEK 293. Friend, you was the first one told me about HEK 293. and that is what they call protein. They put it in Pepsi, Doritos, and all this shit like that, right? And why do they do that? Why do they put aborted babies in Beyond Meat and Morningstar products? Why do they do that? I tell you why.
Out of my stomach.
I tell you why.
I'm not gonna eat enough.
Because if they put those embryos, those babies in that food without us knowing, subconsciously, unconsciously, we're eating babies. We're cannibals.
Cannibalism. Yep.
Get a taste for blood.
Spiritually, we're fucking.
All right, at this fucking point, we just
sorry.
gonna eat air. Just fucking swallow that shit. Don't eat
Niggas think I be tripping. Nigga, why you think I just eat air?
No.
God damn it, I don't eat meat, and now I can't eat the meat that I don't eat.
The
Like,
meat,
the fuck?
Or the snacks.
Yep.
Don't eat the snacks. Don't eat
Yeah.
the plates.
Well,
I ain't none of that
the
shit.
snacks ain't shit, but yeah, but it has the
Vegetables.
Beyond Meat, right? The Beyond Meat factory, the Beyond
make
Meat
your own.
factory, and I believe it's
And
either
that's supposed to be
Morningstar or
vegan,
another.
Beyond Meat or something.
Yeah, but that's how they come at the
I take that
motherfuckers
back.
like
Don't
us.
eat the fucking air either, because they said that shit got
Got
some shit
chemtrails in it.
God damn, we just did.
Y'all just gotta be fucking breatharians. You know what I'm saying? So it's a abortion clinic site. I can't remember exactly where this motherfucker located. My homie was telling me about this. It's an abortion clinic facility right across the street from Beyond Meat manufacturer and this other so-called vegan joint. But why wouldn't they come after motherfuckers that they know trying to not to eat that, to be on some spiritual journey?
That makes so.
But that's the point. But that's why they pumping
That's
it
why
like
they
that.
doing it.
So when they pump shit like that,
Vegan,
you go the other way.
Yeah.
Real shit, you don't eat
You know what
that
I'm
shit.
saying?
They pump shit like that, you go the other way. You can't even get fruits. All the fruits is GMO.
Exactly.
Yep.
That's
It's crazy.
that's about the last thing you can fucking
Well,
do.
y'all know at the
After
end of the
that,
day-
it's nothing.
At the end of the day, we used
There's
to
nothing at all.
just live off of photons. You know what I'm
Off the
saying?
sun, huh?
So yeah, off the sun and shit like that, and the herbs from the
Trees,
ground.
the trees are actually the one of the most living organs from the beginning of time.
Y'all
It's
heard
like
about
one of
these
the-
trees walking? I hate to go. I
saw that shit, though.
I heard about it.
watched the
I
videos
keep
of that
hearing
shit.
about it.
Them joints be out.
That's crazy.
The way the shit, because the way the shit is now, like the way the
fucks
shit
with
is
the trees, though.
incarnating, the shit is like all fucked up. So
The
when
air, I mean,
souls,
the
so when
vibes.
souls
Yeah.
incarnate, come back down to cosmos, the air, some
They
of them
jumping in
landing
the
in
tree.
trees.
Got you.
And they
makes
really,
sense.
and they really.
Well, no, they
moving.
got consciousness anyway.
What they
But
have-
trees is
Trees
like
got
the only thing that can do
consciousness.
that.
Trees.
Trees
Yeah.
are living. Trees
Yeah.
are actually
Yeah.
living.
Actually, everything is
Fuck
living.
that.
Everything got a
You
spirit.
still-
The
you still
microphone
mad
got
about
a
that
spirit.
Beyond Meat?
Fuck that meat. Just bring me back as a tree.
Oh shit! Wow.
Oh, you know what? In
I fuck with
indigenous
trees.
culture, this is what I learned about indigenous culture. So, and I thought this was interesting because I asked the indigenous person. She said when they die, they cremate and bury the ashes
Inside the tree?
underground.
That's what Mookie said. He
No,
wanted
they bury the ashes underground, and you will be recreated into a tree because the ashes that are in our bodies are to be returned back to ground.
Yeah.
So they literally return
Ashes to
back.
ashes, dust to dust.
They don't get buried under another.
Yeah,
They
no,
put
I'm
you in
getting
your-
cremated for sure.
They
'cause
put
the
you
fire
back
help
in
you
your state,
ascend.
and then eventually you will grow.
Yeah.
That's how we got here.
Right,
We got here from dust.
right.
Yeah, but I didn't know nothing. I was like, whoa! And it was an indigenous person that lived on a reservation, and she was in communication.
I'm saying right. I didn't even know we got here from dust. I thought we came. I heard so many
ashes to
fucking
ashes
stories.
and dust to dust.
Yeah, I mean I know that they say that at every funeral, but you
you ain't know
never
what they was
connect.
talking
You never.
about.
No, I know what they were saying. That's what they said. We came from it and we gonna die. We going back to it.
Like if you read like the story of Zeus,
Oh shit! Look at this shit. Man, somebody carrying that motherfucker across the street.
real shit.
That's y'all moving.
Who was it? Hercules?
Who called that?
A whole lot of videos of it.
Y'all heard though. I
Where is
heard.
this
Somebody
located
keep
at?
telling me
Where is
about
this?
that.
That particular one, I'm not sure.
Iceland, some fucking because y'all know it's a lot of with the ice caps melting. There's a lot of
The trees like fuck that. I'm leaving.
yeah, the trees out.
And
I'm
but it was
relocated.
moving so fast that there's no way somebody could have been carrying that shit that fast.
No, the trees are heavy. There's no
Yeah.
way a human person is going to be able
it's
to
carrying
lift
a
it. Not
fucking
even
tree.
the most.
Yeah.
I
A
wonder
bunch of niggas
Not
where-
even a bodybuilder can carry a tree.
I'm about to go outside and start talking to the
if
fucking
that-
I love
trees.
the trees.
Hug a tree.
I hug the trees.
Hug a tree.
I'll be like, come on, nigga, you want to welcome me?
The tree
Let's
has eyes.
slow down Wall Street and fuck everybody
Yo,
up.
I said that. I said I'm about to take this motherfucker down City Hall with me. Like,
Yeah.
give me all my deeds and give me all
Trees
my
are
shit.
so important to
Yeah,
human
I
nature.
got
So why you think on Lord of the Rings they had the trees fighting with him at the end?
So
That's what I'm saying.
Remember on Lord of the Rings when they had the trees fighting with him?
I gotta watch it.
Yeah, I like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then on Avengers they got Groot, the little tree, Groot.
Yeah.
Listen, yep, true.
Trees are important for oxygen.
When I was about to say that when I was walking Stone Mountain in Georgia, and I was running out of fucking breath because that motherfucker is. I don't know if y'all walk Stone Mountain.
I ain't walking.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God.
That's where the Lionsgate portal was open at.
It sounds fun,
It's
though.
fun.
It sounds
But I started.
sound like
a lot
bugs
of
and
shit
shit.
happened there.
No, Stone Mountain.
take
We
you,
were supposed to go to Stone Mountain because the
Let's go.
Lionsgate's portal opened up on Stone Mountain. We were supposed
Yeah,
to
shit
go
happened
there.
on Stone Mountain.
We was
a lot of shit
actually
happened. A lot of
there.
rituals.
What boy said?
It's a
He said he told us to go to that joint.
no. It's a lot. It's a underground. It's underneath Stone Mountain. Is a army base on the low.
snaps.
Nobody know that shit. Right. Well, I mean, people know, but a lot of
But
people
it's
don't.
not.
But yeah, so I'm going up and I'm like, damn, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Yeah, inside the mountain.
Altitude.
The reason that it's crazy is because people go to that joint during like how we were there just by. It probably wasn't really a coincidence though, but we was
Happy
there during
birthday,
the Lions
Geeker!
Gate, and they had like a group
Birthday,
of like we saw this man on the elevator. He just was like elegantly dressed, like he had on like some white robe type shit. Like he had all these crystals on, like
That sounds like
like he was on some different shit. And he was telling us to come out there to go to Stone Mountain and shit.
Okay.
So the fact that there's an army base under there, you had all these people that's going there to actually greet the Lionsgate portal opening and then basically transmuting the energy of all these spiritual people. That's why I'm like, that's crazy as shit because they go there every year to do that
Stealing
joint.
their energy.
They
They
literally
stole
stole their
their
energy
energy from 'em.
Like people
They know
came
what to
into
do.
Atlanta at that time.
You gotta
just
see
to go
the
there.
pictures that's up. You gotta see the engraving.
But that's why we didn't go.
Y'all gotta see the shit, the statues. I mean the motherfucking rocks.
Oh, you talking about the
The niggas on there. They white. These white niggas. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't even know who they was, but every time I seen her, I'm like, they give me the willies. But me and the
shit.
kids would go every other day to climb Stone Mountain. I had a membership, parking pass, all the shit. But that first time in particular. And I was smoking weed at the time, so I smoked and decided to. And I'm like, why the fuck did I? Why did I smoke? And you know what I mean? I'm halfway up. I'm high as shit. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean?
High altitude.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what to do. So I started talking to the trees, like, I need air. I can't breathe. Like, I don't got to inhale nowhere. Like, I need air. And I'm talking to the trees, and I'm
giving you
getting
oxygen.
fucking air.
Oxygen.
No bullshit. I can't even write this shit better. I'm breathing better. I'm not going to say I'm, like, at 100, but my shit was coming together, and I got all the way to the top.
Just think about this in landmark. It's about property value. If your property value goes up in property when there's more trees, why is that? And that's a fact.
Oxygen.
Exactly. In the urban communities, is it trees? Do you see trees?
They always cutting our shit down.
Why?
That's
They
why a
cutting
lot of
our
kids-
oxygen.
That's why a lot of kids got asthma.
Cutting our oxygen. Wherever it's trees at in the suburban communities, stuff like that, their property value is higher because of those trees. Those trees are oxygen. We need oxygen. In the urban communities, they take down our trees. They still being cut down.
Yeah.
It is the oxygen that we need.
Damn.
That's fucked up because oxygen killing us too.
That
Well,
part.
it's all kind of shit.
Don't eat the
There's all
air.
kind of shit going on. You know what I mean?
The natural
That's I just go ahead and put my cucumbers in there. Shout out to Yaki. Shout out the Yaki Awakening for the H302. Listen,
And even with the
That's how we
water,
age.
H302.
the
Oxygen
water is so imperative for
and
our
iron
organs.
mixed together
Right.
make it water, and that's what makes us age.
Did
That's
you
why our
see?
skin
Did you
like
watch
that.
Yaki Awakening? Have you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I ain't never. I know who he is though.
Check him
but
out.
Like I never.
Check him out.
I know he had about that food, John. Shit.
He's a fruitarian. He only eat fruit. That's what he survive off of.
Fruits?
Fruit. That's
Every
it.
day, he grow his own fruit though. Does he grow?
Probably. He got all these
doing a lot
wives
of shit. He
trying to do-
urban killer.
Yeah, like I'm sure him and his wives growing the shit
Growing
out.
everything.
Yeah,
he got
but
a
y'all
couple
know
wives.
what? Y'all gotta download that Picture Me app because I talked to this herbalist. This old who got a herb shop in the community, and he's about to have a workshop. And he's like, "Bring me 12 herbs from the neighborhood. You know, show me 12 different herbs from the neighborhood, and you get them for free." So I'm like, "What's this?" He like, "Go outside and just take a picture of anything." I go outside of his store, take a picture. It's Chinese bittersweet. He shows me how the herbs grow on a line across the world. Like shoop all the way across the world.
Like a big ass field.
So whatever grows on this line,
That's all. That's
from
it.
all the way from America to whatever's over there, Asia, Africa, whatever's the fuck there, that herb grows straight across.
Oh my God.
Like that. So he like, yeah. So I said, God damn, we grow Chinese shit here. He like, yeah, it's just the name. But yeah. So go in your communities and see what herbs you got in your backyard. You will be surprised. Okay, and some of the shit that you actually can eat, that you actually can take for sicknesses and things like that, and it's free 99. Yep. But they will never tell you that shit. They gonna tell you to go get some Palo Santos or some weed killer and kill that shit.
Yeah, it's a shorty on Instagram. She like a young girl. She go around pretty much doing the same thing and educating people on the different shit that we just walk past every day.
Right.
She'll tell you which ones you can't eat, which ones you can eat, which ones probably boil down for some shit, or how to actually ingest them. And it's like that's some true shit. Like
I'm gonna have to get her
a lot of the shit that's around though is like shit that we can
we supposed to use, consume.
And that reminds me of some people that's
shit.
like,
yo, I hang with somebody that know every fucking plant, but she dumb as a doorknob.
Well, guess what? She
about plants, right?
You know how you dumb by accident?
Yeah, okay.
It's genuine dumb.
You know what?
It's genuinely.
She might got autism because a lot of times autistic people know one thing. Sometimes they'll know one thing and they passionate about that one thing.
Yeah, that's true. Autism.
She know that shit like the back of her fucking hand, but she just like clumsy.
She need to eat some of that shit. Some of them plants.
Some water and
Get smart as shit
She
again.
just no plant.
y'all know them people in the forest. You get bit by a snake, and then they can walk to this tree bark and be like, yeah, you take 4 of these leaves, and they get rid of that in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, I be wondering, like, how, like, in that big-ass forest and all that, how they know you take this for the lion bite?
Right.
You take this right here for the beaver
and they
poison.
don't even got the ad.
Like, yeah, they don't got no ad. They don't got, they ain't got no fucking categories, no dust to pull out all the shit.
Right. You know
That
what
shit
I'm
been
saying?
passed down from, like, thousands of years.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely got to get on our shit, but that's the whole purpose, is to know thyself. And once we start remembering who we are, then life becomes easier. You know what I'm saying?
I just thought about something, like back to the abortion.
Yeah, because we just jumped all the way.
Once you start learning more about who you are, that shit get more confusing, more confusing.
You said it get more confusing.
Trust me, it get more confusing, more
I
confusing.
feel like it got easier for me.
Yeah, I think it gets easier.
I feel like it got easier for me. I do feel like it's more shit than it's never an
But wait
ending.
till you keep going.
Yeah, I'm going. That's what. Yeah,
Wait till you keep going.
I'm on non-stop right now.
Wait till you keep going.
I'm never
I think it's a
stopping.
beautiful journey
This shit
to
get
learn
more
yourself.
confusing because you like, fuck.
Yeah, you think that that's what it is, and that's what it's
Nope,
not.
they don't do that.
Go ahead. I know you had something you wanted
Oh
to
no, I
say.
just was gonna say
About the abortion.
yeah, pertaining to that, you gotta think like, okay, so from what we've learned in the past before we get here, we literally decide every piece of our life, you know what I mean, all the way down. You know what I mean? So just like I just thought about it sitting here now. Like that's probably, was the will of how that was supposed to be done. Like it's probably a group of motherfuckers that's coming, and the motherfuckers probably like, this is how we all gotta fucking get here.
Yeah.
The scary part is having your child in the hospital and doing a whole bunch of crazy shit with the child.
Yeah.
On their way in. I feel like that's their way to kind of like counter whatever they might have, or might be coming here to do.
Yeah.
But I just was thinking about that shit like, damn, there probably was some shit that was supposed to definitely happen that way.
The abortion,
it's like,
what if they made plans to do all this shit, and then the motherfucker said, no, dog, I'm sorry, but I gotta right here, right now. What if, you know what I mean? Because they thinking, if they thinking spiritually on what their plan is to come down here, but then somebody come and intervene that motherfucking plan, then you know what I'm saying? They like,
to jump
so and then I'm like, if that happens, do they get another chance? Can they get right back in line where they left off at? They gotta get all the way to the end, to start from scratch line. Like, what the fuck?
You gotta watch. I told you got about the movie Soul.
I'm watching it.
So.
Oh, I watched Soul. I saw Soul.
You peep that whole, but you peep in the beginning how when they go into the white light, and then they don't talk about the place, the greater after or whatever.
Yeah.
But they show new souls popping up.
Right.
Then you got the shorty that's like 22. That don't want to come down. That's a life path master number, 22, and she really possessed all the qualities of that life path number. You know what I mean? But
they kept bringing. They didn't tell you where the old souls went.
Right.
They just created new ones. Yeah. So in a sense, it's definitely recycled even on that type time.
No,
so they definitely get to come back no matter what.
I wonder, if you have an abortion, if that same spirit gonna come back again, until you let them come.
I used to do it.
You might figure that shit out.
Yeah, because sometimes they want to be with that parent.
Yeah.
They got a reason a purpose for wanting to be with that parent.
I think this is my second time here.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
My mom had a baby exactly 9.5 months before me that died. Right after birth and then I was
They
here.
call it rainbow babies, right?
Because you had a purpose of coming with that mother. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I mean. So sometimes there's something that intervenes that the spirit had a job to do. It had a purpose and a plan, but then we come along or something happened and stopped it. But it's 6:56, y'all. But I mean, yo, let's wrap it up.
That was so fast. I felt like that was like too fast.
Yo, you just made me think of my mom just told me like a year ago that she was pregnant with a child like right before me. Like
wow.
right before me.
See what I'm saying?
Hey, Marty.
You might got the same shit going to fuck on.
That's so weird.
Y'all really is the same person.
That's crazy. She was pregnant. Your mom was pregnant before, and then she.
Before me, and I'm the oldest.
Yeah, that's
wow.
crazy.
I had an older sibling.
And what
She wound up miscarrying.
Okay.
And then you that.
My mom pushed the baby out. The baby died days later.
Yeah,
that's
both
crazy.
She got
online.
pregnant right with me.
Wow.
That's crazy. Yep, y'all both on y'all.
And her name was Olivia Paulette.
Wow.
Yeah, not
You see what I'm
Paulette.
saying?
Wow, that's amazing.
You was meant to be here. You was coming.
That was already, you was already coming, yo.
You know what I mean?
And now at 30 whatever years old, I done almost met death twice in my life.
Damn.
Two near death experience.
We gotta talk about that another thing. I want to know how does that feel. Like, hold on, wait.
I was younger, so I didn't realize that I was that close to death until older. Damn, I almost died.
Oh shit.
We gotta talk about that. Do you ever have those?
We're gonna have. Listen, I want to have a part 2. I want to have a part 2 to Roe versus Wade because I want to find out who the fuck is Roe and who the fuck is Wade.
Ro is a girl that
it was a girl who
never got raped.
Right.
Oh shit.
She just had single parent or something, right?
She never got raped or none of that.
Oh no, we gotta talk about that because I don't know neither one of them motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we gonna y'all bring this
Nothing
back.
happened to the bitch, but they just made a whole thing about it because she lied and shit.
And Wade is like a married couple that was taking her to court or some shit like that. But
shit like
we gotta figure that out.
That's what I'm saying. The law.
So you know what I mean. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Happy birthday, Geeker.
Happy birthday!
Thank y'all so much for tuning in to BeeChougie Podcast. We love y'all. We shined a little light on another dark ass situation. Man, we be back next week like we never left. Up next is Paulie and the gang. And don't forget the fucking baby.